Hey y'all, Sir Luhu here, and we are back again for Steins Gate. So, last episode, Ocarin came to the decision, along with Karisu, that she is going to have to give her up, and she is going to be sacrificed so that Mayuri will live. Karisu accepts this. Karisu's okay with this. And she is doing her best to make things easier on us. We also, told Mayuri, so she knows the full extent of everything that's going on. Something that hasn't been allowed to her in any of the previous timelines. And so we came to say one last farewell to Karisu. And Mayuri begged her not to go, but Karisu has left, returning to America. Or death. Who knows? Early morning Akihabara, well before sunrise. The trains are just starting to run. She disappears into the station, dragging her suitcase behind her alone. Mayuri falls to her knees, her face streaked with tears. As I approach, I hear her voice.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You have nothing to apologize for. This was my decision and mine alone. Karisu will disappear, for I choose not to save her. I choose to bring chaos to the world. You can't forgive me, can you, Mayuri, and hate me? But even then, you're staying with me to the end. I have chosen. To save you, I will let Karisu die. So hate me, loathe me, curse my name. But I will not turn back. Nobody can stop me now. Mayuri slowly stands up. Then she buries her face into my chest, just like she did to Karisu.
Ocarin, tell me how you really feel.
How I really feel? Mayuri looks straight up into my eyes.
I want to know what's in your heart, your honest feelings. Mayushi doesn't want to be a burden anymore.
You're not a burden. How can you think that? This is about me, because I want to save you, because I can't bear to lose you.
Yeah. Thank you, Ocarin. Thank you.
Mayuri tries her hardest to smile through her tears. And then, once again, she buries her face into my chest.
I've been having scary dreams lately. In those dreams, you always try to save me. They weren't dreams, were they? You were fighting to save Mayushi, weren't you? Ocarin, you know, Mayushi loves you. Mayushi could smile every day because you're there for me. Can we be together from now on, too?
Of course. I answer Mayuri with my embrace. How can you ask that? I don't want to be apart from you either.
Yeah. Mayushi will find happiness. Just like I promised Chris-chan.
Yeah.
Let's be happy together.
We will.
Never let go of me.
I won't.
Let me love you forever.
Of course. The radiance of the rising sun pours out between the buildings. Daybreak. As the sky grows brighter, we remain in our embrace, as if to reassure each other that we are still here. The time has come. We will now commence the final phase of Operation Varthandi. Mayuri and Daru turn to me and nod. Today is the last day of Komima. Daru wanted to attend, of course, but a little begging convinced him to prioritize the operation. I take a look around the lab. These 20 days have seen constant change. It's incredible to think that at one point this lab had a whole of 8 members. I wonder if Daru remembers any of this. I mean, everyone else does. And now we're back to 3. The memories we made, the experiences we shared. To save Mayuri, I will undo them all. There is sorrow in me, and guilt. I engraved them deep inside my heart. I'll never forget. I mustn't forget these long yet short summer days. But still, I choose to erase our memories. I choose to return everything to normal. Suzuha's mission is irrelevant. I'm not doing this for the future. As long as Mayuri lives, nothing else matters. Daru, you may begin.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Daru starts typing on the IBM 5100. It's already connected to his main computer. This will get us into CERN's central database, where they keep data they mine with Ecleon. There, we will locate the first email I sent on July 28th and erase all trace of it from existence. With this, I can reach the Beta World line. At last, Mayuri will be safe. I look at Mayuri. She's on the couch, sitting straight as a ramrod with her grandmother's pocket watch pressed to her ear. She stays still with her eyes closed. Whenever Mayuri wants to calm down, she listens to the sound of that pocket watch. Ever since we parted with Kurisu, Mayuri has said nothing about my choice. I guess she's come to terms with it in her own way. The actual work I've left to Daru, no problem there. While waiting for him to finish, I walk into the development room. In the center of the room is the time leap machine. I squat down and gently brush my fingers against the microwave surface. It's cool to the touch. I've made irreplaceable friends because of this thing, and because of this thing I've hurt them. But I don't want to blame the tool. It's how you use the tool that matters. And I've got to admit, it's saved me more than once. But still, once this is over, I'll destroy the time leap machine. We must never make the same mistakes again.
Ocarin, I found it. It's really there.
The email I sent, it's there?
It sure is, man.
Darrow points to a string of characters. My name is there, followed by the message I wrote about Kurisu's death. 3 lines total, each 12 characters long. The data led CERN to our doorstep. At FB's instruction, Moeka and the Rounders attacked. If Suzuha is right, then by erasing this data, we will escape from the Attractor Field Alpha, where CERN dominates the future. That will take us to Attractor Field Beta, to the Beta World line within its range of convergence, to a future without Mayuri's death. Mayuri is standing next to me, gazing intently at the monitor. She grasps my hand firmly.
Ocarin?
It's okay. She looks anxious, so I pat her head to calm her down.
Everything's set. One press of the enter key and that data's gone.
Daru stands up and gestures to the open seat.
I leave that honor to you, Ocarin.
I sit down and face the keyboard. This time it ends. Kurisu's face floats through my mind. I close my eyes and take a deep breath. Goodbye, Kurisu. I slowly raise my right hand and extend my index finger. Victory is at hand. Daru twitches at my cry. With unimaginable brilliance and unwavering conviction, I have defeated our vast and powerful enemy, and now stand triumphant on the field of Ragnarok. I give thanks to the comrades whose sacrifice made this victory possible. One press of this key and Kurisu will die. I firmly grip my coat at the shoulder, where it has been stitched together with jagged pink thread. The coming world is the world I wished for. I wished for Mayuri to live and Kurisu to die. That is the truth, and I must never forget it. This is the choice of Steins Gate. This is the choice of Okabe Rintaro. El Sai Kongru. Let the world be reborn. I swing down my finger and strike the enter key. Welcome to Beta. After a while, the spinning stops and color gradually returns to the world. Reading Steiner activated. The world line has changed. I look around the room. Next to me is Daru. Behind me is Mayuri. I reach out to her and she takes my hand with a smile. Everything is where it should be. It looks like nothing has changed at all. I gently touch my coat's shoulder where Kurisu fixed a torn seam. It's gone. My coat isn't torn. The stitches, uneven from having been sewn in the dark, have disappeared. There's no trace of that ridiculous pink thread. I stand up and head to the development room. Underneath the table, the time leap machine. No, that's not the time leap machine. That's the phone wave, named Subjects Change. The upgrades Kurisu made are gone. Nothing has changed. This world is exactly the same. In all respects save one. Kurisu was never here. I thought that I was prepared for this. But now that I'm face to face with the cruel consequence of my decision, I feel powerless, defeated. I want to cry.
What's wrong, Okurin?
Mayuri runs up and grabs my arm. Say, Mayuri.
Yeah?
Who was Lab Mem 004 again? I need to ask, even though I know what the answer will be.
004? But Okurin, there's only 3 lab mems, remember? Okurin, Mayushi, and Daru-kun.
The tears come. Yeah, they do. I crumple to my knees and cover my face with my hands. Yeah, right. Our lab doesn't have a 4th member. Never did. Our existence was rejected by the world.
Okurin, something really sad happened, didn't it?
Mayuri rubs my back.
Mayushi is here for you, Okurin.
I embrace Mayuri. I stifle my voice and cry.
Okurin, don't cry. Please.
Oh, wait, sorry, that's him. Please, don't leave me, Mayuri. Please stay by my side forever. Mayuri tenderly strokes my head.
Mayushi will always be with you. Always. Just like this.
All traces of Kurisu's existence have vanished. This proves that I have returned to my original world line. This is the world I struggled to reach. The world Suzuha traveled through time to create. A world where the future is free. Nothing has changed, and yet this is my utopia. And thus ends another Steins Gate. Alright, who's ready for a true ending, right? I need to do some prep work for that, so unfortunately that's where this is going to end for today, but God! It's so sad. Everything's just been such a bummer with these episodes. And I get it, it's dramatic and all that. My God. And stuff. I feel like I'm crying every other episode with this game. Okay, sorry. I'm thinking. And listening to music. So I think this is the first time it's actually, like, hit like this. Just want to let it play out a little. Whew! Oh. After credits. Okay. The night of the 17th passed. The night of the 18th passed. And Mayuri still didn't die. I've kept a close watch for 3 days since then. There have been no attacks, no accidents, no sign that anything might happen. That was enough to convince me that Mayuri is safe. Together with Daru, I destroyed the phone wave and the IBM 5100. Although we lost the ability to send emails, that is a small price to pay to stay below CERN's radar. Tanochi is downstairs in the Brontube workshop, watching TV on the 42-inch CRT like always. When I went to check out Radicon, I found it open for business as usual. A search of the internet turned up no mentions of a satellite crash. Instead, I found a small article in the local section of a newspaper dated July 28th. It was a report on Kurisu's murder. There was no follow-up. The culprit is still at large. According to Daru, the police questioned me several times. It was I who discovered the body, after all. Of course, I don't remember any of that. At any rate, Mayuri is still alive. I've accomplished what I set out to do. It's over.
Okarin!
Mayuri emerges from the ticket gate, waving her hand as she runs my way. She weaves through the gaps between shoppers and maids, handing out leaflets, and when she gets to me, she looks at me with puppy dog eyes.
Huh?
Why are you crying? Mayuri doesn't answer me. She just strokes my cheek gently, silently. Did you remember something? She's crying, but she doesn't seem sad. Rather, she seems overcome with emotion.
Okarin came to pick me up. You waited for Mayushi. I'm so happy.
Don't get so happy over every little thing. Mayuri wipes away her tears, making room for her shy, innocent smile.
So Mayushi class changed from hostage to girlfriend, right?
Indeed. I have no idea how to respond to such an embarrassing question. But she's right. Mayuri and I are officially a couple. After these long, painful 20 days, I finally noticed how important Mayuri is to me. Plus, she told me she loved me.
Thank goodness. It wasn't just a dream.
Let's get going already. I'm gonna die standing in this damn heat. I start walking without waiting for Mayuri's response. But the lab's hot.
But the lab's hot too, isn't it?
At least we've got a fan, and besides, I'm thirsty. Gotta get my daily dose of Dr. P. It's Sunday. Despite the heat, I see plenty of shoppers laden with bags enjoying themselves on the streets of Akiva. I suddenly feel a void in my heart. Nothing about this town has changed. Yet it feels like something is missing from my life. No doubt it's the gap that was left by Kurisu. But there's no such thing as a perfect future. That is a fantasy that nobody can realize. I mustn't forget. This is the future I wished for. I fought for and won. I have what is most important to me, Mayuri. I should be thankful for that. I am blessed far beyond the common man. I look beside me and realize that Mayuri's not there. I turn around. She's not there either. Mayuri? She's gone. She's always like this. Sometimes she just wanders off. Anxiety seizes my heart. Mayuri promised she would never leave me. This world light is worthless without her. Mayuri? I shout her name at the top of my lungs. I search for her in the crowd, but it's too thick to see. Mayuri!
Over here.
I turn around to see Mayuri running towards me. In her hands is shaved ice.
You said it was hot, remember? I thought it'd be nice to eat something cold.
Don't scare me like that. I feel so relieved I want to embrace that small body of hers, but we're in public, so I stop myself. I take the shaved ice and hold my empty hand out to Mayuri. Hold my hand.
Okay.
Mayuri takes my hand. Her slender fingers intertwine with mine. Let's save the shaved ice for when we get to the lab. It's too hard to eat while walking, with one hand.
But won't it melt?
If it melts, it melts. Oh, well, I guess you're... Wait, sorry, this is Mayuri's line.
Oh, well, I guess you're right. We can't eat if we're holding hands anyway.
I won't let you go. I won't ever let you go.
Mayushi won't let go either.
Mayuri puts just a little more strength into her grip. Love for her fills my heart. Suddenly, Mayuri looks up at Radhikon.
Okurin, is it possible to dream when you're awake?
When you're awake, you mean a daydream?
Is that what it's called? You're so smart. I don't know who it was, but Mayushi feels like she had a very important friend.
What?
And whenever I think about that important friend, my heart hurts, like, you know? And sometimes I hear a voice.
A voice?
The voice tells me to find happiness.
Ah. All of that was undone. I erased those memories, sacrificed them.
I wonder if that voice is the reason why Mayushi's with Okurin now.
Perhaps everybody remembers their experiences from the other world lines. Those memories may be vague and tenuous, but they're there. They speak to us in the form of dreams, visions, and deja vu.
If I ever meet that person, I want to tell him thanks.
I'm not the only one who remembers.
I wonder who it was.
It must have been God.
Oh, well, thanks, God. Mayushi's really happy.
Mayuri looks up. She reaches out to the sky like always. She shakes hands with the stardust, twinkling beyond the coat of blue. I look up too, to hold back the tears. And on we walk hand in hand. Stardust Sky completed. Alright, so that was that one. Okay, nice little after credits there. Alright, so full thoughts and opinions now, okay. Even with the after credit thing, I feel like it still doesn't feel complete, but of course we still have a true ending to unlock. Again, it's going to need a little bit of prep time. All that. As much as I love Mayuri, I'm still not sure about the two of them together. And stuff. Really, I'm not too sure about any of them as couples and stuff. Like, everybody had cute scenes and everything with Oki, but... I don't know. Maybe I ship him and Kurisu. I don't know. I should know at this point, right? But... I don't know. None of the endings felt, like, proper. Yeah, we had happy and we had sad, but... none of them felt right, if that makes any sense. And even there with Mayuri's... I feel like she's much more of a kid sister kind of character. Like, everybody treats her with such kid gloves and like she's such a baby and everything. And yes, she's not. She's not. We talked about this, previously. Everything we were talking about whether or not to tell her, but... especially with all of, the growth that Okurin's had over the storyline, I don't feel like she's at the maturity level that he needs. It is comforting to know, though, that they will keep their memories of, well, that she'll keep her memories of Kurisu in, some kind of form, and all that, to cheer them on and wish them some more happiness. But next time we're going to set things right and hopefully do right by everyone. So until then, like and subscribe if you want to, and thank you for watching.